Is it possible that Dr. Disrespect is not as guilty as it's being made out? Is this just a witch hunt from a bunch of blue-haired beta males who don't like alphas and are threatened by masculinity? I know I've been very harsh with the doc recently ever since the allegations and the self-admitted guilt of Dr. Disrespect admitting to having inappropriate direct messages on Twitch with a minor. But is it being made out to be a whole lot worse than it actually is? And like I said, the intro there, is it a bunch of blue-haired beta male weirdo libtards who don't like masculine alpha male men and are in fact just brainwashed kind of type of people who still wear a mask in 2024 scared of COVID? I mean, this is my blessing and this is my curse. I have a hard time just seeing things from one angle with only one type of opinion, and I just come at things very open-minded and very, very unbiased, and I just really only want one thing, and that is the truth. And I don't know if we're actually getting the full truth, and in this video, I hope to present facts that lead us to the truth. But first of all, the major obstacle we have to overcome here for Dr. Disrespect to be innocent is he has self-admitted on Twitter that he had inappropriate conversations with a minor through the Twitch Whispers DM system about 7 years ago now. Regardless of how inappropriate, and on a scale of 1 to 10 being really, really, really inappropriate and sort of just mildly inappropriate, there really isn't escaping that is kind of a creeper thing to do. No adult should be in contact in any kind of inappropriate way with any kind of young little girl. And another thing too, we have to get out of the way is everyone is assuming that the girl is 17, but the age of the girl, or even boy for that matter of fact, we don't know the gender and we don't know the age. So how young was this person that he was talking to? But Doc did confess on Twitter, before we go any further, everyone needs to know that he did confess on Twitter that he was having inappropriate messages with a minor. How inappropriate is kind of a caveat we have to get to. And like I said, there really shouldn't be any inappropriate messages at all. But the canceling and the flack that Doc is catching right now is that of a guy who actually did something really, 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 really bad. And is the cancellation and hate towards Doc equal to the crime he committed, or is it being overblown? And the thing is, and the reason why could Doc be actually innocent, or at least not as guilty as it's being made out, is that there are a lot of caveats and a lot of weird scenarios going down right now. First of all, everything besides the self-admitted confession by Doc is hearsay. There is no actual proof of how bad and egregious this conversation Doc had with this minor. Also, all the accusers seem to be that of the blue-haired types wearing a mask kind of type people in 2024, who hate alpha males. So they may have a vendetta and a bias against Dr. Disrespect in trying to make this look a lot worse than it actually is. The next hurdle we have to jump over is if it was that egregious and things were that bad between Dr. Disrespect and this minor, why was there no police involvement? Why was there no investigation? There is no history of any kind of police report or any reporting to the police in any way whatsoever. So we have to assume that Twitch is complicit in this situation, because if they knew about it and didn't do anything about it, then what does that say? Like I said, either A, they are complicit in this assault or these allegations or this super creeper moment in Twitch history, or they really weren't that bad and there was nothing really to go on and the police really didn't want to investigate because what Doc was saying wasn't really that bad and it wasn't worth the detectives nor the district attorney's time to try to prosecute him. That's the only two options. On top of that, we have never actually seen the chat logs. All we have is hearsay. All we have is a bunch of blue-haired liberal weirdos who probably don't like right-wing personalities or right-wing speaking points, or alpha males like the Doc who are against some of the crazy stuff that's going on in America. So like I said, they may have a vendetta against him and are trying to make this look a whole lot worse than they are. The next point I'd like to get to is that how did all these people know about this, I guess, alleged creeper, this alleged predator for 7 years and didn't actually say anything, didn't bring it to the public light, didn't talk to the police, didn't file for investigations? All I'm seeing for the answers for that are nonsense bullshit excuses like, oh, for the safety and the privacy of the victim. And that's not how it works. If a person's an underage minor, there is no worry about that because their information is always held behind court cases. Because of that, you can't have any kind of pictures, any documentation of who the person is, because if they're a minor, they have to be protected, and that's a law. And if you break that law, perjury, go to jail. But 7 years, 8 years now, and nothing has ever come out. No one talked about it. And on top of that, it is a weird scenario. If Doc was so wrong and did so many things wrong, like for example, if I'm on Twitch right now, put myself in the situation, and I'm talking to a minor and I'm doing some weird stuff and sending explicit pictures like they tried to say he did now, and was having inappropriate conversation with the minor, and then Twitch is like, whoa, 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 Ghost of 8, yeah, boom, you're fired, you're done, see you, wouldn't want to be you. How could that lead from that to me getting paid out of my contract from Twitch? If I did something that egregious, that's a direct violation of the terms of services. Instant ban, instant removal. It's too bad, so sad. Get your free participation ribbon and get the hell out of here type situation. I'm not going to have some kind of court case and go through some kind of arbitration and then get paid out of my contract, which by in Doc's terms was somewhere in the $20 million range, which is a lot of money and a rather large person and persona, and at the time the biggest name on Twitch. The point is that there's a few things going on here, and it has to be the truth. One, we need to see the chat logs. The chat logs will clear up any kind of, misinformation or any kind of questioning or any kind of doubt that we would have about this situation, and would either clear Doc or it would make him look very guilty. And if someone has those, like I said, Twitch has not said a word about this. They have not actually made comment on it. They have not even mentioned this in any way whatsoever anywhere, which leads me to believe something weird is going on with that. So with that being said, these are the only answers. Doc is guilty and had some crazy stuff going on with the minor, and Twitch fired him, and they paid him out because Twitch is complicit in this situation occurring on that platform and doesn't want to draw attention to how many predators there are on that platform, and perhaps maybe how many predators are working at Twitch, allowing all these weird cam girls and all these weird kind of sexualization of women going on where kids can watch, where it seems to be some kind of strange culture and program happening there on Twitch. So maybe they're complicit. That's the first answer. The second answer is Doc didn't actually do anything that bad. He got paid out, and all these people are just trying to witch hunt him and hate him for the persona and the person that he represents, in contrast to their blue-haired, liberal, super far left, wearing a mask in 2024, LGBTQ plus rights type people, free Palestine, Ukraine, climate crisis type individuals. That's the two options. And honestly, I had to make this video to give a proper representation and a fair shake towards Doc, and that's how I roll. I always try to see two sides of the coin, and I really tried to be unbiased and try to be critical. And I thought it was only fair to Doc and my audience to make this video and give a different perspective than the one I have been giving and the one that everyone else has been giving. So if you enjoyed the video, always make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and actually leave a comment down below. Let me know what your opinion on this whole matter is, which I'm sure a lot of you are going to do anyways. Also, one last thing I got to say before I go, and I forgot to mention it. It seems that all of his friends knew about what was going on, and I doubt that all his friends are a bunch of creepers just like Doc. So perhaps maybe they know the truth and how bad or how not bad the situation was. And if it really was that bad, I don't think a lot of them would still be hanging around with Doc as much as people want to hate on Zlanner or Nick Merckx or Tim the Tap Man or whoever else. And at this point, I know they're always doing lip service and trying to save their own ass and look good because they got millions of dollars on the line. So of course they're going to come out and do apologies. Anyways, that's all I got to say on the video. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. Peace.